Hans! Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
I'm not Hans. I'm Henry.
Yeah, right, Hans. And I'm King Sigismund.
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Kuttenberg. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch at the market. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting boozed up together at the hangman's halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
You're a trader, then?
Not quite, Hans. Just a plain old huckster, like yourself.
Where do you get the goods you sell in Kuttenberg?
Wherever I can, Hans. Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times I bump into a craftsman in some backwater who makes quality stuff that doesn't cost the earth. So I peddle my wares around the country.
How's business?
It's been better. Luckily, there are still enough people in Kuttenberg who aren't living hand to mouth, but they still chafe at the prices, even though I haven't put them up in years.
I'm curious to see your wares.
Wares? Trinkets and baubles, more like. But something might catch your eye. Ah, Hans. What can I do for you?
I have to get going. So long.
See you later, Hans.
Yeah, right. Go! Go! Ka! Whoa, whoa!
Greetings. What do you want?
I hear you saw some diabolical apparition. Is that true?
Was it the bailiff who sent you? Or old Croper?
No. I want to go to Apollonia to see Ambrose, the hermit. I've heard talk he's somehow linked to that apparition. So I need to know what you saw that night.
Why do you want to know? Forget that shit, pal. It reeks of fire and brimstone.
I know how to deal with evil spirits. I know a spell. Want to learn it?
Of course!
Say after me. Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana.
Vade retro satana. Remember that. You just have to say it, and you'll drive away the devil.
My God, what a spell! It's clear you know your stuff. What did you want to know?
What exactly did you see that night at the crossroads?
A diabolical apparition. A black rider on a black horse flew into Apollonia. His eyes glowed, and his horse was black as charcoal. He turned this way and that a couple of times at the crossroads, and then darted off into the rocks. To the hermit's place, I'm sure.
He turned this way and that. That's strange. Would the devil not know the way?
I'm telling the truth. Gerda from the apothecary saw him too.
But the hermit helps people though, doesn't he?
Aye, he did. Only now they're saying he was at death's door and sold his soul to the devil. And that was the horseman.
Why? Why would the old man have sold his soul to the devil and then kept living as a pauper in his hut?
Who knows what's going on in them rocks? Some devilish trickery for sure. Take care for now.
That herdsboy really did see something. And the trail leads into the rocks. Captain, what'll happen with that robber baron from Apollonia now that we've captured him?
You mean Gules? He'll stay with us. Lord Samine has already taken him on.
Such a good swordsman could prove to be quite handy.
True, if he proves himself, that is.
And how should he do that?
Clearly, we didn't wipe out his old gang of bandits in Apollonia. So he's got to catch the rest of his people that are still on the rampage.
How did Gules end up?
He's a noble, so Lord Samine took him into his service.
What? Why would he do that? After Gules tried to rob him?
That's the nobility and their rules for you. A peasant would get the noose right away. But the lords play a different game together.
And you don't have a problem with that, Captain?
I don't. But I'll keep a close eye on him, trust me. But anyway, there's all sorts in service in Samine. You can't do a job like this for long without getting dirty hands.
I expect the same applies to you?
My hands might be dirty, but my conscience is clean. There's some folk might tell you a different story, but that's how it goes.
What happened with the blacksmith's hands in the end?
A fine pair of rascals they were. His lordship let the younger fella be. Franzi. He swore on a cross that he didn't want no part in thievery, and it was that cousin of his, the older fella, Vensar, what talked him into it. So he kept him here as a hand. His lordship has a kind heart.
And how did Vensar end up?
Not good. Lord Samine had him strung up from a tree near here. Normally we'd have sent for the executioner, but time was pressing.
I think I've heard all I need to know. I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
All right. Why the hell not? Fighting with a longsword is all the rage, but it's not for me. You know what they say about old dogs learning new tricks and all that? But there is one thing I've learned, so I'd be glad to show it to you if you're interested.
Should we have a practice fight?
What would you like? Practice weapons or proper steel?
I just want to practice.
And what will you pick?
Give me a staff.
What should I take?
Take a staff as well.
I'm 30 years ahead of you with this thing. Shall we?
Of course.
No chance. No, you don't. You won't get me. Fuck you. Take that! That hit home! Fuck you! Take that! You won't get me! Too slow! Too slow! Go fuck yourself! That's enough. I'm no spring chicken anymore.
As you wish.
Do you want to continue afterwards?
One more time. Same as before.
Let's get started. No, you don't. Corva! I'm wounded. Too slow. Fucking hell! Fuck you! Enough. I need to rest for a while.
Can we continue afterwards?
You ain't making it easy for me, lad. What'll it be?
Let's have another practice.
And what will you pick?
I'll try a mace.
What do you want?
Take a mace and...
Just like the old times. Shall we get started?
Of course.
Go fuck yourself! Christ! I'm hit! Too slow! Christ! I'm hit! You won't get me! Go fuck yourself! Take that! That's enough. I'm no spring chicken anymore.
As you wish.
Do you want to continue afterwards?
Another praxis fight.
As you wish. Corva! I'm wounded! Take that! No. No, you don't. Fuck you. You can't stand up to this. Go fuck yourself. No chance. You won't get me. No chance. Stop. I need a moment before we continue. What do you want to try next?
I need to rest.
You youngsters these days have no stamina. Well, you know where to find me.
Good doggy. Good boy. Praise be to Christ.
Lord be with you.
Have you already taken care of your band?
Don't you start with that too.
So you didn't.
After you attacked me in Apollonia? I'm so battered I can hardly wipe my own arse. Old man Samine will just have to be a bit more patient.
What if I helped you?
Well, well. Someone fancies himself.
I can handle a few footpads.
These aren't any ordinary footpads. They're a bunch of the most depraved whoresons I've ever met. Would you dare to take them on?
Yeah. Just tell me what I need to do.
So listen up. From what I've heard, there's another 4 of those scum roaming the countryside. I'd bet my boots that a few more will hitch up with them in time, so it won't be easy. You can start with Canker.
Canker? Interesting name. Why is he called that?
He already had that name when he joined us. I reckon they started calling him that on account of how he's rotten to the core.
Where can I find him?
I don't know. I only know that he and his band were ambushing travelers on the road from Troskovitz to the Nabarkov mill.
So how do you want to find him then?
Easy. I'd wait for him to find me. With a little luck, he'll ambush you in one of those places too. Or one of his people will.
You don't have a better idea?
What did you expect? That I'd search the whole forest for him? Go ahead and try and find him that way if you like. But I think you're more likely to roll straight 6s and dice.
What do you know about Canker?
Well, he likes to disguise himself as a monk and ambush travellers. He looks convincing in a robe, but otherwise he's an awful heathen. Always drunk, just like the rest of his band.
That could be useful.
Definitely, if you get lucky.
What do you know about his band?
Not much. We've never seen them all together, so I can't even tell you how many of them there are. But there won't be many. Canker has never dared tackle anything too big. Usually just some poor souls on their travels.
That's enough for me.
Well, good luck, lad. Oh, and I almost forgot. When you're done, bring me Canker's mace. As proof.
I'll think about it.
Take care for now.
What is it you need?
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Greetings to you.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Crazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then. What's the next task then, Crazul?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
Can you get to the point? What's this about?
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. But the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start getting ready. You've almost got a fine outfit, I see. But it still could be a lot better. Ad charisma tuendum. Say a prayer to St. Paul. Maybe he'll send you a few nice things from heaven.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the two of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
It'll be some female, right?
Correct. But not just any female. A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty. And she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk! The lock will open, and the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, he'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Ah. And I'm gonna look for one, right?
Who else? Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her into the Samine wedding.
So some bathhouse wench would do.
Aye, that should work. You can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyov baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Dorothy owns the bathhouse?
Aye, next to the alehouse there. You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows, or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
All right. I'll take care of it.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. I have complete faith in you. And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, Stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress and some long-lasting perfume. Mintha would be ideal.
Where can I find the dress?
Where do you think? The butcher's? Go and see the tailor. Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. And rich Tyrolean brocade is just begging to be touched. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive. But that's no obstacle for you, right?
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice-smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
I can't wait. I've travelled half the region on account of your saltpeter, so I think it's time you told me something about yourself.
I think by now you know who I am, and what my place in the world is. This is where I stand, and over there is my mill. I'm just an ordinary miller, with an extraordinary interest in the way the world runs.
Well, at least tell me why you've settled in Lower Semine, of all places.
Isn't it obvious? It's the arse end of the world. It's peaceful here. At least it was until you came around and started asking questions.
What's new around here?
Nothing much, lad. At least I haven't heard about anything.
You seem like a reasonably educated man, Crazel.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I reckon you know some interesting and useful things. If you share them with me, it'll make it easier to endure all that bullshit you spew.
I'm glad you know what you're getting yourself into. Are you interested in the theory of light, kinetics, or vacuums?
That's a bit too fast for me. What I need is the basics.
I have no time for the basics.
Well, I'll be happy to give you some groschen for your troubles.
All right. But don't forget, this will take some time. Throw in a few coins and I'll teach you whatever you want.
What do you have for sale?
Be with you.
Jesus Christ be praised. Same to you.
Here you go. Take it.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! No! I'm
Let
done
him
with
have
this!
Nice! Blood, yeah!
Thanks to God and the Blessed Virgin.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad. Lord be with you.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, and take care. You silly doggy.
Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
Show me your wares. Like to do something about that price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht? Sehr gut. I can agree to that. Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
doing, you whistler?
That four-legged ogre gave me a fright. Lord von Burgle came and whisked me away.
Ka! Ka!
Don't you think he has enough cows?
Go! Ka! Quick! Quick! Whoa! Go! Go! Ka! Go! Whoa! Whoa! Ka! Go! Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
Get over here so I can cut you up.
I'm all yours. You want to try?
Show what you're made of. I'm all yours. Enough! I give up! The love of God Almighty! Have mercy, friend!
That remains to be seen. Are you part of Cancra's band?
Me? I'm not from any band. I swear to God.
If you're not, then you're useless to me.
But... God! Surely you wouldn't! Have mercy!
Again? Do you know where Kanker's camp is?
I do know, worthy sir.
You know, but you're not in his band.
No.
All right. So tell me, where can I find that camp?
It's here in the valley, right by the stream, under the cliffs.
How many of you are there?
In the camp. About 5 now, I reckon. I mean, yes, 5 of them.
How are you people armed?
But sir, I'm not with them.
Oh, come on. What weapons do they have?
Just a few. And light armor. Just swords and a few bows.
Is Kanker there?
I saw him there last time, sir. He was just coming back with wine from that merchant that was murdered nearby.
That's enough. Get lost.
God in heaven, thank you! Take that fucker out, damn it!
Do it!
You won't get away with that,
Let's
bastard.
fall back!
Christ! I'm bleeding!
Fuck this!
Christ!
Fuck this!
You silly doggy.
Show me your wares.
Chowder.
And give all your property to your local church. Quick, before Sigismund's soldiers seize it or torch it.
What will it be?
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well.
Is this enough?
That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more, and I'll be satisfied. You'll convince me with that price. Hope you'll be satisfied. Take care.
And what can I get for you?
God bless.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
All right, I'm listening.
Only because it's you.
We're getting close. Lower your price a little more and we can shake hands. Finally, a reasonable sum. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Who are you?
Do you not recognize a wayfarer when you see one, young fella?
I'm just being careful. You have to watch yourself these days.
You couldn't be more right.
And what brings you this way?
My itchy feet. I wander the world. Watch what's going on. Buy and sell things. While we're at it. You want to buy anything? I might have something you'd like.
Tell me instead, what tidings do you have of the world?
Something new every day. Take that new priest over in Prague. Goes by the name of Hus. And if you heard him, now that's what I call a sermon. He's not afraid to scold anyone. He says the church fleeces believers, and that it's not right.
Have you heard him preach?
That I have. He was at St. Michael's one time. Nowadays you'd have to go to Bethlehem Chapel to see him, but it's well worth it. If you're ever in Prague, you should take a look. That fellow's born to be a cardinal, or a pope. Then you'll be able to tell your children you remember him when he was a plain old priest.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure, why not?
Only because it's you.
You won't convince me with this. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, and take care.
Lord be with you.
I took care of Canker.
Seriously? So you brought me his mace like I told you to?
Of course. Here you go.
Yeah, that's it. Canker's best mate. Just as filthy and slimy as its owner. Good job, Henry. Here you go. It's not much, but I won't get any more than that out of old Samine for the job.
Would you mind if I kept the mace?
Ugh, if you've got the stomach for it.
Thanks. What now?
Hold your horses, lad. Those bastards have to be tracked down. Give me some time.
Fine. I'll stop by later.
See you soon.